You strip away the phone, you turn off the music, you sit alone in an entirely quiet room. Almost immediately, your mind starts racing, your body feels restless, and your foot inevitably starts tapping against the floor. An overwhelming, deeply uncomfortable urge washes over you. You want to escape the quiet. Psychologists tested exactly how far people would go to avoid this exact scenario. In a famous study, researchers asked participants to sit alone in a sterile, completely silent room for a short period, with absolutely nothing to do. The researchers gave them one other option, a button that administered mild electric shocks. A shocking number of participants actively chose to press that button and shock themselves rather than sit alone with their own thoughts. Human beings actively chose to endure physical pain over mental stillness. Silence poses absolutely no physical danger. It cannot hurt you. So if a quiet room is perfectly safe, there has to be something terrifying lurking in that stillness that makes us want to flee. From the second you wake up, you are bombarded. Notifications ping, traffic hums, screens glow, and background music fills the empty spaces. This graph tracks daily cognitive input. Your brain adapts to this high-frequency stimulation, locking it in as your baseline. When external stimulation abruptly drops to zero, the brain panics. Stripped of input, your neurological system scrambles, asking, "Where did everything go?" This initial wave of discomfort represents a biological withdrawal from our addiction to external stimulation. Silence reveals the thoughts that were there all along by removing the distractions that kept them hidden. Imagine standing in a small room flanked by massive vibrating concert speakers. The music is deafening. In the corner of that room, a tiny, delicate clock is ticking. You would never notice it. The moment you unplug the speakers, the ticking doesn't get any louder, but suddenly it commands your entire attention. It becomes impossible to ignore. Your mind operates by the exact same physics. The loud, chaotic noise of daily life completely masks your internal ticking, your buried insecurities, your raw worries, and your unfinished conversations. When you inevitably reach for your phone in a quiet moment, you are rarely seeking genuine entertainment. You are deploying an active defense mechanism. You are turning the loud music back on to drown out the ticking. Our constant demand for digital distraction serves as a shield. It successfully protects us from the incredibly difficult task of sitting down and facing ourselves. The urge to escape the quiet signals a mind that has been running on autopilot, a backlog of unprocessed thoughts that the brain is finally trying to clear. It is like finally opening a deeply cluttered drawer you've been avoiding for months. It looks like a complete mess inside, but slamming it shut again doesn't organize anything. There is a required transition phase. You have to endure the awkwardness of the silence. By simply observing the internal noise without judging it, that chaotic clutter finally begins to untangle, sorting itself into neat, organized rows. Pushing through that extremely messy, uncomfortable phase is mandatory. Observing the chaos is the only mechanical way your brain can actually process it. If you commit to staying in the silence, the overwhelming roar of your internal noise eventually slows down and settles. Navigating that quiet space allows you to see the exact patterns in how you think. You stop merely reacting to the world around you, and you begin actively observing it. That specific state of observation is where deep creativity is forged. It is where true, lasting self-awareness actually begins. Eventually, the silence drops its threat. The awkwardness fades, replaced by a profound sense of peace. A quiet mind remains clear rather than empty. As the noise settles, the stillness you once avoided becomes the lens through which you see yourself.